They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Rebels will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Washington State Cougars offense will have the football first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage. They can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Makes a man miss. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Oh, they're after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Washington State sends out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Ole Miss offense will go to work for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes and catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense that forced the quarterback.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. What a nice play, and even with the short return, they're in scoring position at the 18.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are...
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. A quick touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Rebels line up to punt it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Complete to start this drive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Washington State lines up quickly. Off play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Washington State will have to boot it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Trying play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll go up top on second and short. Wide open downfield. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Washington State going quickly. Going to swing it on second down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball, they take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
On On third down, he drops to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Dead center perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Punch it out of the air. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a grab, past the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. Quick handoff. Sweet cut there. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running behind that left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. 1st down and more. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch. Washington
State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that, pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for every single play.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to. And
look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Found a little running room on that one, picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
so I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Marks. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on first down. Find space on the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
Max going for the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. There he goes. Past the 30. The tag. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. They go to the ground. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Trying to set up the screen. Hard running there. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Nice move to keep running. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's in open space downfield. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Handoff to the single running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Shows him the stiff arm. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Washington State has it all working right now. Power football with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now on 1st down from the 28. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
Well, here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
And deja vu again. I'm not surprised, man.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Touchdown, Ole Miss! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returns are so quick. You can play touch football in the elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Washington State will have to boot it away. That's a perfect example of not settling. Fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Here's the handoff. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Turning it on. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. A they go back to work in the final period of this one. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long.
Touchdown, Rebel! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Indiana unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks in Bloomington of what things were like when Lee Corso was in charge. An A-plus performance from the Hoosiers. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds a spot in the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Watts. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Wazoo! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
He'll bring it out. It's Dykes. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. And he can't make the connection on his 1st attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The short hands, it's Henderson. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Now, a 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Now on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board and figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such